Hello Internet! Welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we began storming our way through the Great Deku Tree and made it here to the final room. This time, we're going to be lifting the curse that was placed on him by defeating the boss here. Let's head in. In here. We're locked in. We can see the creature a little bit, but I want to mention that this is the reason I am playing the Nintendo 64 version of the game. Darkness! So much of this game's atmosphere relies on the intentional darkness the Nintendo 64 version uses frequently, and the 3DS version just has a way of brightening even the darkest areas from this original game. When I was a kid, I have a memory of wandering around in this room while I was playing in the basement on my stepmom's old Nintendo 64, in the dark, and as soon as this room darkened, I just felt scared. Like, this felt like a horror game to me, and honestly, like, this game does have its unsettling moments, and I do think Zelda, like, that's a big part of what makes Zelda to me, is having those unsettling moments on top of, like, you know, the cheerful, silly stuff, but Ocarina of Time really, really nails the sort of unsettling atmosphere that I love from this series, and yeah, that's why I'm playing the Nintendo 64 version, because it really gets that across with all the darkness that the 3DS version just sort of washes out. If the brightness of the 3DS version doesn't bother you, I don't hesitate to say that it's better in every single way, though. We are going to look up our first boss, parasitic armored arachnid Gohma. As soon as her eye turns red, shoot her. Then, attack her with everything you've got. I'm not gonna keep jump slashing her because I'll kill her too fast. We want to keep her Z targeted as she goes up on the ceiling. When she's on the ceiling, eventually she will stop, her eye will turn red, and she will attempt to lay 3 eggs. These will hatch into the Gohma larva that we saw in the last video. Instead, we want to shoot her down, and just like that, she's dead. She will notably be stunned for much, much longer if you shoot her down from the ceiling. And as you can see, this fight can easily be finished in less than a minute by doing that, and then hitting her with jump slashes. You can kill her even faster if you do a jump slash and then do the crouch stab, since that will do the same amount of damage much faster. Listen. So yeah, if you want to min-max, there you go. In her remains is a heart container. We've collected 1 container in total. This will increase our maximum health to 4 hearts instead of 3. This is going to be the main thing that's going to be, like, new to me, is getting all the heart containers, and specifically the pieces of heart, which fill heart containers. I've never actually done all of that in a Zelda game before, so this Let's Play is going to be my first time, and I'm really excited, and also dreading it a little bit. Alright. I'm going to be keeping track of heart containers and heart pieces and gold Skulltula tokens, etc. All that throughout the Let's Play, so you'll know exactly how many I have at any given time. Let's step into the big blue light. Well done, Link. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldst thou listen? Nah. No, Link. Thou must know my time is short. Now, listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me.
This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile, sorcerous powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Before time began, before spirit and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Neru, the goddess of wisdom. Feror, the goddess of courage. Din. With her strong flaming arm, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. Neru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Also the sky. Feror, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. The 3 great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens. And golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence. And the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon. But do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There thou will surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me.
Got the Kokiri's Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the great Deku Tree.
The future depends upon thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Navi the Fairy, help Link to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi. Good. Bye.
Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link. Goodbye, great Deku Tree. Hey, Link! What did you do? The great Deku Tree, did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault! And he waddles away angrily. I want to talk to some people around here now. What? Where are you going? To the castle? Where's the castle? Mido is very upset. Did something happen to him? Hey, what are you doing in my house? Yeah, he doesn't want to talk to us right now. Link, are you going to go away? If you lose your shield, will you come back? What did you do to the Great Deku Tree? As you can see, people do seem kind of suspicious of Link, but also a little sad to see him go. It does look pretty bad. We went to meet the Great Deku Tree today, and he died. So, doesn't look great. Riko Kiri will die if we leave the forest. You're not going to try to leave the forest, are you? That's what our journey makes us do. Forest folk shall not leave these woods. This forest folk shall. Oh, you're leaving. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Link. Because you were different from me and my friends. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. You received the Fairy Ocarina. This is a memento from Saria. Set it to C and press C to start playing it. Yeah, we know that. You can play different notes with A and the 4 C buttons. Press B to quit playing, or to start your song over again. When you play my ocarina, I hope you will think of me and come back to the forest to visit.